Hello, welcome back. This is our fourth video on your Panda series, and in this video we are going to understand how we can do vector operation and arithmetic operation on your series object, and the intelligent details what you must remember during these operations. Clear? So what do you mean the term vector operation? In a vector operation, that means if addition is to be done on all the elements, whether subtraction has to be done on all the elements. Clear? So that we're going to understand. So it is like you're broadcasting. The same operation will be broadcasted to all the elements of the series object. So that means if you want to add 2 to a series object, then 2 will be added to all the elements of the series object. This is what your vector operation. And vector operation can be done on a series as it is based on your NumPy array. In NumPy array, we were able to do the vector operations. So here also in your object, series object 2, we can do this operation. So the simple syntax is very simple. An object and the operation you can do like object plus 2. Here object represents your series object, like object minus 4, like that. So you can also compare with some value also. So the outcome will depend upon the conditional operator used. So a snapshot you can see on this screen. So we are having a series object that is 12, 34, 6, and this is your empty element or undefined element here. So there are total 3, 4, 5 elements. So the NaN value, I think you are able to understand. Undefined, any empty value that we have to enter, but you do not know what to enter. So in that case, a value is required, so NaN value you can enter. And by default, NaN value takes your floating point number. Now here example you can see. So in this example, ds plus 2, ds is your object, series object. So when we add something to a series object like this, so this 2, so 2 will be added to all the elements. That is 2 will be added to your 12, it becomes 14, and 34 plus 2 becomes 36. And any operation on NaN will return your NaN, like in your SQL. Any operation on null returns a null value. Same way also, any operation on NaN value returns a NaN value. Clear? So same way another one, multiply by 2, all the numbers will be multiplied by 2. So this is what your broadcasting or your vector operation. So adding to all the values and to multiply to all the values like this way. So another example, dividing the entire object by 3 and taking out the remainder. So this operation will be done on each element. So this is how Python is becoming popular, because so set of operation can be done in a simple statement. Clear? So ds modulus 3 means dividing all the elements 1 by 1 by 3 and getting the remainder. So in this case 0, and this is the remainder 1, and any operation of NaN will return as your NaN. Clear? But you can see that the operation which you do on your vector operation which you do on your series object, it simply returns the result. Means it does not change actually the original series object. So ds will not be changing, but outcome will show you the change. If you want to have the original object to be changed, then you can do what? Just override the old value with a new series object. So this way you can do the operations. Clear? So this is as simple, it's very easy. Now moving to another operation called arithmetic operation. So already we have done this, vector was also an arithmetic operation, but here we have done this simple operation on a entire object. But here multiple objects we are taking, more than one object. So when you want to add 2 objects, how the values will be sum up, or how the values will be added. If you want to subtract, how the values will be subtracted. So like in arithmetic operations, division, subtraction, all can be done on the series objects. Clear? So if the one thing you must remember, if the 2 objects on which you are applying the arithmetic operation, if they are having the same size or maybe different size, no problem, it works. So the basic principle behind is that the matching index value will have the arithmetic operation. In the non-matching values, indexes actually returns a NaN value. Clear? So that we'll understand. So if the data items of two matches indexes are not compatible, then a NaN value is returned. Clear? So let us understand that. In example snapshot, you can see here we are having your 5 values 10, 20, 30, 40, 90. So here in this case we can see that DS1 and DS is already in the previous slide we are having. So it is having one NaN value. So DS plus DS1, DS1 is new. So DS plus DS1. So here we can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3. So all the indexes are matching. 10 plus this becomes your 32. 20 plus 44 becomes your 64, and 30 plus 16 becomes your 46, and 40 plus NaN will return as your NaN value. Clear? You are getting that? So we can add two objects in the answer that it returns, we can store in another series object. Clear? This is how you can do the operation on your two objects. Clear? Next, now we are taking the different size objects. DS is having 1, 2, 3, 4 values. We are having DS1 having your 5 values. So here we can see we are having the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are having one more index. So when we multiply, what will happen? 2 will multiply to the 6. Why? Because both are having the same index 0, 0, and 3 with 4 will multiply because having the same index. But here you can see 2, that is, and 2 NaN into something will return as your NaN, and 3 here is your NaN. So 3 into 90 will become your NaN. But here you can see the 4 is the index in DS1, but 4 is not present in your DS. So it will be not matching indexes. So it will return your NaN. So because of this, two values are suitable and others are your NaN values. So I think you got the point. Clear? So matching indexes. So no problem, the size of two objects are different, no problem, still the operation is done. And non-matching indexes will return your NaN value. Clear? So now one more example, now comparing. So can we compare two objects? Yes. Clear? So we can compare, when we compare two objects, actually the values inside the objects are compared. Clear? One thing you must remember this one. So we are having 4 indexes, and we are having your again 4 indexes. So 4 indexes here and 4 indexes here. So DS1 is more than DS2, that means each value, whether 3 is more than your 41, no, so false is written here. So whether 4 is more than 4, no, still false. And whether 1 is more than 6, no, so false. And next is your what? So whether NaN is more than your 22, it will be a false. So you get your 5 false statement. Clear? So same way, DS2 is more than DS1. Other way, DS2, that is 41, is more than 3. Yes, we get that, and all are false. So one thing you must remember, if in the case of comparing the value, so here the matching indexes are compared and a Boolean value is returned. So here when you apply relation operator, the things are little different. The size must be same. So the size must be same. So here size must be same. Remember this point. Clear? For normal arithmetic operation, no problem. Clear? That will again understand in the practical. So filtering entries. So same way relation operations you can apply on object, two objects. Same way we can apply your filtering data, that is relation operations, relation operations on your objects of your series. Clear? And that will return a Boolean value, true or false value. Clear? So simple syntax, series operator dot, not dot, brackets, and in the bracket, square bracket, just write the expression, Boolean expression. Clear? Like A is more than B, 2 is more than, like that. Clear? So see the example, we are having the series object having 6, 7, 8 and NaN value. So we are having total 6 values, you can see here. So here D is square bracket, no dot operator. So bracket and this bracket. So in the bracket, square bracket, we can write an expression. So ds. So again ds. So ds more than 10. That means every value of ds will be compared with 10, and the answer will be returned if this expression is true. So all those values which are more than 10, clear, are returned. Clear. So when the condition is true, the values are written. You can see here. So ds, so 89 and 33 are more than 10, so these two are returned. In case of this, so all the values which are even, divisible by 2, are returned, 6 and 8. Clear. Same way, all the values below 10, these three are returned. So in case of NaN also, and empty values, in case of exact, you can also compare for equality. So all the values which are equal to 89 will be written. There is only one 89, so you got that 89. So this is very simple. So all the values are filtered again a given expression. So this is very simple. Clear? So this operation done all the values of the series object. So that we have done conceptually and theoretically. Now let us understand how we can do in practical. So opening your Python. So now this sample is already there, you can see. So import your pandas as PD. Okay, fine. Now after that, import your NumPy also. Clear? So importing NumPy. So it take a little bit of time. So if you don't have your pandas, and install that pandas using pip installer that I think already I've discussed in previous videos. So any kind of problem you find, you can post on your group. So it is what will come. So okay, done. So import NumPy. So NumPy, why? Because we will be using NaN value, so it is required here. So it's a better practice to have pandas and NumPy same time. Clear? Now let us create a series. Suppose D is the series name, and PD the panda object responsible for creating the series. So I think the things are very clear. Now already we have discussed that if you do not explicitly mention the data name, the parameter, automatically the data, the array will goes to your data values 67 comma np dot 9 with a small or uppercase, no problem here, 9 for and 19. So we are having your 5 values. Clear? And closing the parenthesis. So D, this is your series 1 empty or not defined value. So vector operation. So very simple. You multiply the object by 10. That means all the values will be multiplied by 10. So multiplying a NaN value will be done as your NaN value. Clear? This is your simple vector operation. So modulus 6. Clear? So what you get? Remainder after dividing the 6 by all the values by 6, 1 by 1. Clear? Next, D more than 2 or more than, that is 5. Clear? You can see. So these are some operations. As each value will be compared for what, whether it's more than 5 or not. If it is that, it returns your false. So this is expression that returns a Boolean expression that you will be using for filtering that later on. Clear? So I think you are getting that all these things very easy. So these are some vector operation. Now next, other arithmetic operation on two objects. It create two objects. Clear? So let us store, suppose D1 is equal to D multiply your, suppose 10. So we are having D and we are having D1. So the result, it returns the vector operation that can be stored in a, to create a new series object. So we are having two series objects, one this, other this one. Now what to do? Let us add plus D1. So each object, each value depending upon the index will be matched. Clear? The matching index. So 4 plus 40, 44, and then 5 plus your 50, 55, 7 plus 70, 77, 9 plus something 9, and 90 plus 900, 990 you can get. So let us drop something. I think you remember drop, how to drop some value. So d dot drop function is to delete something. So let us delete what? So we are having the index, so let us delete your suppose 1 in this case. So here we can see that, but when you drop, it returns again the result. So the values will not be, if you see again d, it will remain the same. So what to do? So d equal to d dot overwriting that one, drop, or we can store something new. So drop 1, clear? So now d is this and d1 is this. So you can see the index now has been, the element has been deleted, so the index has been deleted. So the matching one, so let us see the matching one. Okay, clear? The matching 0, 0 is matching, 1 is not matching. So d plus d1 will return what? You can see 40 plus 4, 44. Now 1 is not present here. The 50 is not matching with another series object, so it will return your, so at one index what will find? Non-matching value, that is your empty value you can have. The 70 plus 77 like this one. So you got this point why 9 is coming here, because here we are having no one index, here it is having index number 1. So this is what you have to remember, clear? So matching indexes the key factor. So this is what the arithmetic operation. Now whether you multiply, you divide, all these operations can be done. So this is arithmetic operation of on your object, clear? Now next, filtering data. The filtering data already what we have done, d1 more than suppose 90. So d1 you can see only one value is above 90, so you get the true here, otherwise all are your false, clear? So this is the condition. Now to filter out, so we want to store all those values which are more than 100. So what you have to write? From where? So okay, d1 is the object. Now we want to store the result in a new series object. So d1 and more than 100. So there is only one value, so what you get in T? Only one series object, that is object value, clear? So this is filtering your data. So instead of writing a complete program, so write a program to read a list and count how many are and display the value which are more than 100. So in a single statement you can do the entire set of coding. So that is so pandas are easy to do. So it has become popular library, clear? So I hope the things are clear to all of you. So now d1 is not equal to 90, let us see, clear? So all those values which are not equal to 90, so all the values are not equal to 90, so it returns that. So the last one, let us have, so d, whether how many values are equal to np dot 9, let us see, clear? So what is the error? So p is not defined, np was there, so this is np for your num5, clear? So empty. So only one is not defined, so it displays like this one. So I hope the things are clear to you. So this way you can compare for equality and other relational operation you can do. So I hope the practicals what we have done is clear to you. So these are the basics of your pandas that will help you to understand data frames also when we discuss data frames. So thank you, nice, stay healthy, stay safe, and bye.